Idiot's Guide to Night Riding. But this isn't your cheap Chinese light. Plenty of warm clothes.
The rain's coming down. Pros and cons to helmet mount. Turn it off. Oh, oh my god. Oh, nice nosedive. Bah. Whoa.
Let me tell you a story.
How you doing, folks? Here is your vlog named Idiot's Guide to Night Riding. We have recently been hooked up for lights by Magicshine. So first of all, let me show you what we're running. We got two lights. This is the Montier, this is the bad boy from Magicshine. Now I have run various other competitors' lights in the past, one that cost a lot of money, and this has beaten two of the biggest competitors on the market in a couple of decent magazine shootouts. So this isn't your cheap Chinese light. Todd is going to tell you the stats about this and the other light that I've got.
The Montier is 8,000 lumens, is 431 grams, and it costs, I think, 310 or 20 pounds. I'll put it on the screen now. The battery lasts an hour and a half on full, and then if it's on the lowest, it'll last 32 hours.
How many different settings are there?
Jesus Christ. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different settings, and I just blinded myself.
Yes, and me. And what's the good thing about these settings if you've just turned it off?
I don't know.
When you turn it back on, it has a memory for whichever setting it was on before, and it will go back. So say you've had it on full and then you turn it off, you don't have to go through all the settings when you turn it back on again. So what about the other one?
This is the Ulti. It's got this little cool battery level thing. That's pretty cool. It weighs 136 grams, I think. 2,000 lumens, and the battery lasts an hour on it.
And they do a 1,000 and soon to be doing a 1,500 lumen version of this as well, and they are different weights apparently.
And this one costs, I'm pretty sure it costs 110 or 120 pounds.
And burn time on this one?
1 hour.
1 hour on full.
Yeah.
If you're running this on your helmet, then this is the one that you just run for the downhills, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. The fitment with these is super impressive. Absolutely love it. And it's basically, if you look at the bottom of it, it is a Garmin mount. So I had to buy this as an extra thing, but this is a Garmin helmet mount, which is beyond me, because why would you put a Garmin on your helmet? But I bought it. This cost about 15 quid, and it basically just goes on there and like that, and that's adjustable. So if you undo it a bit, it'll swivel, and then you tighten it into place. So that'll go on here, and obviously it's got its own battery. Then the other one, the Montier, exactly the same, fits in like that if you want to run it on your helmet. And then it also has a bar mount, which I'll show you now. And the battery itself, that comes with a couple of straps that I've cut down a bit to go on the top of the bike, and they go around, and they are got rubber in the inside, so they're nice and grippy. And then I just have this going around the top tube and onto the mount on the bars. So this is the Magicshine bar mount. I have the thinnest bit of rubber in there for the 35mm bars, and they've got like a swivel bolt here, so you don't have to take any of your controls off to get it on, which is nice and easy. And obviously they come with other bits of rubber for different bars. So we're going to get set up here. This is a first for me, filming with the Hero 9 at night. Now the settings we've got are to capture as much light as possible. We're going to just sort of see how we get on with this. I don't know how it's going to look, but it should be a bit of fun. Now, so you know it's genuine, you can see I'm in my work gear. I've been working today, so this is a proper after work ride. I'll hopefully talk you through a few bits and pieces. The first one I will say, while we're here, we're not going on the road tonight, I don't think, and if we are, it'll be like a really quiet lane. But one thing to remember, if you're somewhere where you are going to be busy with cars and a bit of traffic, is it's always worth putting a little backlight on, just so that, you know, safety first and all that. But we don't need to worry about that tonight. Here we are fitted, losing light fast, so I think this will be the last bit of daylight filming till we're in the dark. Just to quickly show you, there it is. Obviously it looks light on the GoPro. On there, really secure, and then we've got the light on there, and you just adjust it up and down by swiveling it. Just check it works. Oh yes. We are here, we are suited up, ready to go. First bit of advice I'll give you is, especially, I mean, we're starting in the dark, but especially if you go out in the light first, you need to have plenty of warm clothes, because it will drop down cold if you're, well, especially if it's like you're in the UK and it's winter like it is here. So we are wrapped up warm, and have something with you that you can drop some layers. So the rest of the advice will hopefully give out on the trail.
So we've got to climb first to get to the top of the hill, and my first bit of advice to you is one that I think is a really handy tip for night riding, and that is climb with a low light. I mean, I've got the bar light on now on its lowest setting, because we're only going steady. Why do you need to be lit up so much if you don't really need it?
And it makes the climb feel easier, because you don't like see the top and think, right, I've got that much further.
Good tip, Rod.
Yeah, man.
We are getting to the start of our first downhill, so it is time to light them up. First of all, the helmet light. And then on. There we go. That's on. I think it's on 3 on the memory. And then, so both lights are on. And this, I'll tell you in a sec why it's unusual, but this is going to be our first downhill. Do you want to lead, Todd? We have never done this. And you'll see why. You see what it says there? No entry. That, oh God. That's because this is a climb. It's an official climb. It's Goliath climb at Eastridge. I would never do this normally in a normal ride in the daytime, because you might smack into somebody, but it really doesn't matter on a night ride, because no one's going to be coming up here without lights. So and the same goes to climbing a downhill, an official downhill. You know, you'll see the lights from so far off, so you can take shortcuts. I know some of you might not agree with that, but think about it. You see these lights for ages, and if anyone's coming down or up without a light, then more fool them anyway. So what pros and cons are there of a helmet light and a bar fitted light? The rain's coming down now. So pros to a helmet light are that I can turn, you won't have noticed that then, I can turn my head around the corner and see what's going on, whereas, you know, if it's on the bars, you're only restricted to where you're turning the bar. You know, you can turn your head round further, you can get off, you can go for a wee, do whatever you want and see what you're doing. And obviously if you crash the bike, you can keep the thing, you know, it's on, as long as you haven't smashed it off your helmet. You are going to be looking at what you're doing when you get back up. Cons to a helmet light. Oh, just wipe this camera, skitching about it. Cons to a helmet light is, oh, crap line, Todd. Crap line. is that you've got to fix something to your helmet. You've got more weight on your helmet, more weight on your head and your neck. And then if you go under low branches, you're right, you can, you know, smash it off. So that's pros and cons to helmet mount. What about pros and cons to bar mount? Pros, it's easy to fit. Don't worry about weight on your head or anything in your pack with lights, with batteries, etc. And cons are obviously you can't see round super tight turns. So if you're lucky enough to be helped out like us, or you've got the dollar, my suggestion is buy the two. Perhaps not a heavy one for your helmet. So there, look at that. You see it? The little piece that's meant to fit on there, on my melons, keeps falling off. Bit disappointed with that, to be honest. They're going to have to go in my bag now. Here's the main car park. Is there anyone here? Nope. We are totally on our lonesome. Here's another one for you, another good tip. When you're with your mates and you're out night riding, remember that when you're trying to talk to people, you're going to blind them. So if you've got a headlamp on and you're talking to people, either turn it down, turn it off, or what are you doing? Or stick your hand over the lens, over the light when you're talking to folk. Also, talking like before about nobody here, definitely worth mentioning that you need to let your partner, your mate, your parents, whoever, know where you're going, know sort of roughly what time you're going to be back. Don't come out night riding on your own without telling anyone, because you can get into bother and be, oh, what the camera, and be like stuck in the middle of nowhere on your own, especially if you run out of lights. Oh my god. We chose the right night to do this, didn't we? Next trail incoming. Yeah. Also worth mentioning, no matter how quick you may think you are going on a night ride, don't go flat out and try and beat your Strava. You'll never beat your Strava on a night ride. Maybe on uphill, not on the downhill. Tried it loads of times, thought I'd put cracking runs in, and you don't get anywhere near. The great thing also with riding with Todd is that if I'm ahead, I can see him. Brakes sound good. Oh, I think the rain's died down. I'm trying to find a dry bit of glove to wipe the lens on. Oh, I've got something in my pocket actually. I forgot the iron jacket. It's got that bit in it, hasn't it? Yeah. There it is. Lovely. So apologies for the noisy brakes. You'll hear that a lot on a night ride when it's seriously wet. Well, it's a wet ride, not just a night ride. A thing to remember also when you're riding, like this is steep now, and you have to just watch, because you sometimes won't see how steep something is, or if you get the pace going, especially jumps. Not really many jumps here at Eastridge, but anything with a hole the other end, you quite often won't see it and you can really get yourself in trouble. Squeak's gone, Todd. He's got some dirt on him now. And if you're wondering why Todd's on an e-bike, because he spent the day on his pump track bike and he wants to go for a big session on his enduro bike tomorrow, so he's got fresh legs. Here's a tip for you: if you've got a bottle of drink with you, put it on your bike, don't leave it in the van. Can I pinch some of yours please, son? Cheers, boss. Bit of pace now down here, hopefully, from Rodney. Another thing to remember is it's very easy to get carried away on a night ride and get yourself in trouble going too quick. I think he had a wobble then. See if I can do all the alternative lines behind him. That's a bit of a Strava line, to be fair. We're back through the tree. Oh no. Yeah. Let's just try and get some good pace now, Rodney. Kind of running out of advice and tips. So let's just show you some of this ride. If any of you have got any tips on brake pads, which are the ones that don't squeal, I'll get them mixed up. Sintered, the whatever the other ones are, I can't even remember. I just use the standard Shimano because they do work well, but in these conditions maybe the softer ones will be better, but I'm not sure what they are, so let me know. Oh, nice nosedive! But can I stop, do it, and then catch Rodney? Let's try that. Yes. It's all so different at night. Catching him up. Come on, son. Whoa! Bit out of control there, son. Very nice. Very nice. It's back in again because of the Barat film. These last couple of corners are always really tricky. This is about as roadish as it gets on our ride tonight. Don't think we need to worry about backlights here. So if you're wondering why Todney's wearing a jumper and is soaking wet and kind of think he's had enough now, because he left his bag at Daniel's. He's got a new waterproof on order, and in his bag is his winter gloves. So he's wearing 2 pairs of summer gloves. His hands are freezing. Here's a tip for you as well to try if you're not bothered about winter gloves. Get like those rubber inspection gloves and wear them underneath your normal gloves so your hands stay dry. As for dry, if you're wondering, I am totally dry. I've got the Ion waterproof shorts and Ion triple layer waterproof jacket with a thin merino base layer on it underneath. And I am fine. And there's a tip for you to get your hands warmer. If you do that, then all the blood goes to the end of your fingers. How's your fingers? Have you got to that stage where you can't feel your brake levers? Horrible, isn't it? I'm going to cheat and put my claw fingers on. Forgot about this. My fingers are cold, so with these you got this bit. It makes a massive difference. There you go. Thumbs never really get cold. It's always those two, and some of them. And the difference this bit makes is ridiculous. Watch this line in a minute. You know where the dip is? Oh, my fingers are warmed up. It does work. It's amazing how that works. Okay, Rodney. There's one line. Here's the other. Can I get the high bit? All the way. Oh, yes. So Todd's behind me. And I'm going to gun it now and see how quick I can go. Not silly quick, but with the lights on. All right, drop down to the low line. Oi! A little bit out of control there. Yes. Nice. On the gas. And just that little bit, if I turn it round, it's a fair way off. But the beauty of night riding with kids is if I cover my light up, you can see him on his way. Probably my big hooter's in the way. Okay? Yeah. I went for it then. I've done a U and let my lace come undone. Your lace is undone actually, I meant to say before. So I hope you like this vlog. I hope you found some bits of it useful. Obviously I will put links in the description to any of the Magicshine stuff. There may even be a discount code, who knows. Try and sort one out with them. Fantastic lights. Honestly now I'm absolutely buzzing with how well they work. Taking Rodney literally the quickest way back now because he's cold. Check out the other links in the description of some of the stuff we use, where there's other affiliate codes and website links to the awesome products that we use, and also a link to our website where you can buy our merchandise, all the MTB stuff. Give us a like. Please give us a comment on any tips that you can come up with, that you've been doing for night riding, and also staying warm. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. See you later. Keep it pinned.